Good morning. Let me see. No, maybe I can leave that off. Hello and welcome to another day of these free streaming sessions of Guru Mantra meditation. Welcome. Hi, Ruth. Okay. Facebook seems to be going well. Hi, Jiwan. Hi, Nafisa. Hi, Ahmed. Is that Ahmed? Natalie Ahmed? Oh no, that's Ahmed. Hi, Chantal. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Bree. Hey, everybody. Hi, Jazz. Thanks for tuning in again. I had a super delicious day off yesterday, and I slept, I think, until 10. As Natalie said, I watched over her beautiful practice yesterday. She said, I hope Cyan is snuggly somewhere. Hi, Chris. I well and truly was very snuggled up and felt very refreshed after a nice big sleep in. And thank you all for supporting Nat and her beautiful practice, shake and meditate. It's kind of like shake and bake, but not. Kind of similar. Hi, Jess. Jess, look what I'm wearing. Jess is one of those people where she came to one of my trainings, and I said, Jess, I love those leg warmers. She looked so good. Every day she was rocking up with her cute leg warmers. It was the middle of winter. I was super jealous. And she's the kind of person that's like, oh, thanks, and then sends you a pair. I would be like, oh, thanks. I wouldn't even think about it. I got a pair sent to me in the mail that I wear all the time now. So they come out every winter, and I'm very happy with them. So I'm glad you joined, Jess. Hey, Julie. Hey, Mel. Welcome, everybody. You've got hilarious, huge, tradie socks on this morning. Yeah. I wear those too. I have a pair of Kathmandu socks that I didn't get out of for pretty much the entire weekend. They are safe now in the wash. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Oh, you did the connection evening last night. Oh, I'm so glad you did it, Kate. So Kate is talking about the online membership, and there are 7 practices that you can do. Hi, Prit. Hey, B. And they're really good for nighttime. In fact, good morning. Oh, nice to see you again. I don't know your name, Wazito, unless that's it. You did the connection evenings last night too, straight to sleep. Same with me. I mean, I didn't do my own one, but whenever I just do my own practice, straight to sleep. That's why I wanted to give them to you. And sometimes I don't do a self-practice at night. I don't do those things. And when I don't do them, and I think, I'm fine, I don't need them. I'm really tired. I've had a really big day. I'm just going to go straight to sleep. Without a doubt, I'm in bed, just kind of in my own head for a good hour at least. So I'm really glad that you're enjoying them. They're all shot in this bedroom here, where I do my practice. So I'm glad you're all using these practices, and thanks for supporting the Light Collective as well and being part of the online membership. So this week, we've got the evening connections, which is all about you kind of connecting into yourself and finding that sense of connection during isolation as well. Hi, Lou, I haven't read your message yet, but I will get to it after this. Otherwise, I get too distracted before my meditation. Morning tea. So we have the evening connections that you can do. They're really great to just create some peace, some deep connection. Hi, Simon. Simon. Is that how I say it? Am I just saying Simon? Hey, Jordan. We also have a Yoga Nidra, and I know that Mel has been like some of the evening connections actually have yoga nidras inbuilt, and then there's a separate yoga nidra which is quite a long one. I think it's about 30 minutes, which you could also do in the evening or any time throughout the day. I find if I'm a bit overwhelmed or I'm feeling a bit at the end of my tether or extremely tired, sometimes I'll feel really, really tired if I've worked a lot or had to get up early. And if I do a yoga nidra, even if it's in the afternoon, I kind of wake up and, well, I don't wake up from it unless I've fallen asleep, but I wake up internally. I have this kind of sense of vitality afterwards. Or I remember with an ex-boyfriend that I had years ago, if there was any kind of discord between us and we couldn't align on something, I'd be like, I will be back in a minute. I'd go off into my room. I would do, good morning, Viv. I would do a yoga nidra, even a 15-minute one, and I'd come back and it was like the whole energy had shifted in the entire house. So the yoga nidras are great. And then we have a couple of other things that I've worked really hard at and I remember full moon practices. So we have a full moon practice. Oh, hey, Jax, how are you? Welcome. Oh, I'm so excited. Hello. Yes, Jazz, you agree. It's a good one. And Jack, you were doing yoga nidra with me every day in Bali. So you understand the power of the nidra. And then we have the full moon practices, which are up. And those full moon practices you can tap into every month. So there is 12 different practices. And there's an introduction to the moon. Tonksy. Yep. And then we have the deep breathe. So there are 3 practices online which are all about the breath and the power of the breath. And there are restorative practices. There are there's kind of like a practice that's an intermediate practice which is around presence. And then there's one for vitality, which is quite strong. And all the live practices will stay up there online. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really glad that you have been enjoying the online membership, and thank you all for supporting. So what I thought we would do today is, before I get started on the teaching, I just wanted to check in and see, because there's often a range of people who are coming in. Some people are here pretty much every day. There are other people who kind of like drop in and out, and then there are some new people. So I wanted to see, is anybody here doing the Guru Mantra for maybe they're in their first couple of days or they're just trying it out for the first time today? I feel like, Jack, I haven't seen you up online, so maybe this is the first time you've done Guru Mantra. Is there anybody else who's doing it today for the first time? And there is a lag, I know for sure, because when I watch when other people are doing this, it takes a little while for it to come up when you're the live one. So I just wanted to check in and see, okay, Clarence Bell, first time. Does that mean Sunday Organics and Sammy Scullen? Oh, okay, welcome. So there are a few first-time people. Art of Healing Ayurveda, Rachel, okay. Kirk Drifter and Lillian, great. Okay, awesome. So what I wanted to do today, because I've been running these meditations for a month, was create a lot of space in the meditation. So not do a lot of guidance. So if it is your first time tapping into this meditation, know that tomorrow it'll probably be a little more guided. So don't feel like I'm going to leave you out in the wilderness, but I wanted to provide all of you with a bit of space, because I think that, oh, hello everybody. Oh, Nicole Herndon is saying hi to you, Jack, from Facebook to Instagram. I'll just kind of be the intermediary. Hi, Christine. Hi, Kate. New and loving it. Okay, fantastic. So before we get into this meditation, I'll talk a bit about it again. And Jack says hi back, Nick. So I wanted to talk a bit about why I want to create this space and what can happen in this particular type of meditation. So the meditation, for those who've been around for, the last few weeks, is Guru Mantra. And this is working with a particular mantra to focus the mind. And there are many ways, I've spoken about this, there are many ways for us to focus the mind. We can focus on a candle flame as part of a meditation. We do that in one of the evening connections online. You can focus on the breath. You can focus on the felt experience in your body. And the power of Guru Mantra is, first of all, we're working with vibration. And these vibrations are very powerful vibrations. The Bija Mantra are coming from a connection to the infinite void from which all things arise and fall back into. The idea that there is this, a kind of infinite from which there is nothing but all things arise and into which all things drop back into. This is a yogic idea that is reflected in also modern physics, quantum physics as well, and is understood across many different religions and spiritual paths, even in, and look, okay, so with this kind of infinite void, what arises first out of that is something so subtle that it's more akin to vibration than any kind of form. And vibration is sound. So out of these kind of voids, this pure and infinite void of creativity, arises vibration. And it is said that these Bija Mantra, the sounds that we're using, are the closest thing that we have to this infinite void. It's almost, there would be a purity of vibration that's released. And then out of that, the sounds that we start to hear are the Bija Mantra. When you're in deep meditation, and those yogis who spent and dedicated their lives to this practice and uncovering and understanding the nature of the mind and the universe, heard these mantras in deep meditation. So when we're working with these mantras, we're starting to tap into the closest thing that we can to that infinite void of pure creativity. And that void is both Shiva and Shakti. So meaning it is both pure stillness and also all of creation, all that manifests comes out of that. We're working at the moment, today is the last day that we're working with a particular mantra, and the mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. And it is connecting us to the energy of Shiva that I went into with quite a lot of detail the other day. And if you want to find these meditations again, or go over them, or go over the teachings, they are uploaded to YouTube and they are all on the Facebook page. So they stay on the Facebook page. They leave Instagram, but they stay there. I went into quite a lot of detail on Shiva, but Shiva is connecting us to the stillness, that shh, the white noise that permeates the infinite voids of space and also within us. And so today I wanted us to be able to witness that void moment within, to really tap into the stillness that this particular mantra can create within us. What starts to happen with the mind, though? The mind is so incredible. I was meditating this morning with my mantra, and the way I have started to tap into and understand my mind is very different now that I work with mantra. When I was working with other practices, there was a sense that I didn't necessarily delve into the workings of my mind in as much depth. And now that I'm working with mantra, it's like I have if I want to, I can really tap into what's going on in my mind and how consciousness works, rather than reading about it, because there are many texts. I mean, you can get many teachers who will discuss how the mind works, and especially in Buddhism, they talk about it a lot. But I started to really deeply understand it in my own world, so within myself, this personal experience of the mind, what I would notice was that there was a narrator. And this narrator was is so clever. It's so intense as well. It just talks all the time. It doesn't stop talking unless I guide it to the mantra. And this voice tends to, hi Vishal. Oh, Vish, hi. This voice tends to be stuck on something. For me at the moment, it's mostly work, but there have been times in my life where it has been all about particular relationships. And, you know, this voice is so intense, this narrating voice. I am in my mind having whole conversations back and forth with a person in my own mind. And I'll be seated in meditation, and from the outside, wow, you know, that girl looks super peaceful. She's got her mudra going, her spine's long, but internally, I am having a really in-depth discussion / argument with somebody that only exists within myself. This is this narrating mind. And the narrating mind that's always talking, I'm trying to hone that narrating mind onto the mantra. In this case, Om Namah Shivaya. So I keep bringing it back. But, you know, this mind is so clever that it actually splits in two for me. It's so good. It is just really, if I could hire my mind as an employee, I totally would. Yep, Brie, you are not crazy. I can be saying the mantra, totally saying the mantra, but at the same time, I'm also talking. I can do them both at once, which is really fascinating to realize that there is this split personality that you have within you. Then you have a moment where you realize something else. It's like I feel like there is the witness mind, then sits back. Okay, yes. So it's not, you know, we were all having this internal split personality experience. But when you start to watch it, you know it. Then there's this other part of me. This is a kind of witness that goes, hang on, the narrating mind is going mental. Just focus on the mantra. Yes, you too. It's all of us. Great. So this is a universal experience. And the witness mind notices this narrating mind that's non-stop talking, and it guides that narrating mind to the mantra. Now, the beauty of the mantra, when you understand what the mantra is providing for us, the mantra is providing us a mode towards stillness. So the idea is not for us to just quiet and the narrating mind, stick to the mantra, keep sticking to the mantra, stay with the mantra. That's not the power of the practice. The power of the practice is in the way this mantra guides us towards a moment of stillness. And this is what I want you to really try and drop into in today's practice without me guiding you to it. Notice that there is this mind. Sometimes I'll have 10 minutes of my 30-minute practice will be me just talking to myself. And then I'll realize, I don't know whether it's 10 minutes, but it's probably been a while. I'll notice, I'll come back into my mantra. And then it's like the mantra is reminding me, hey, I'm here to take you somewhere else. So the mantra is almost like the vehicle taking you to stillness. You can think of it like a boat. So it's the boat taking you across the river to your destination. It's not a party boat. You don't want to stay on the boat. You don't want to get stuck on the boat itself. The same goes, you can think about it as an aeroplane. You want to get to the Bahamas. You don't arrive at the Bahamas and stay on the gross aeroplane and keep eating the aeroplane food. Not that it's like that at all, because the mantra is beautiful in and of itself. But it is a vehicle to get us into that deep stillness that Shiva is inviting us to experience. So you can almost allow this mantra to be a remembering of stillness. Oh, I remember. I don't have to, I can do the mantra a few times, but then I want to be able to let it go and step into a moment where there's nothing. There's no narrating mind, there's no mantra. It's just this deep self absorbed in a state of void, emptiness, stillness. And what happens is we experience that. You go to the Bahamas every morning with me. Thanks, Prez. When you experience that, you might have it for just a second or two. That's okay, because then the narrating mind will come back in because it's so good. And it'll be like, wow, look at us. We're so good at meditating. I'm in stillness right now. Is this it? Is this what she was talking about? That kind of thing starts to happen. It might only last for a moment or two, but with practice, you get into that mind and then you realize this other self, the witnessing self, is like, I see what's going on. Let's come back to the mantra. And then the mantra is like, hey, I'm taking you somewhere. Let's go into stillness. And then we sit in stillness for a moment. And then it comes back again. But we might be able to drop in. The movement starts to happen in a different way. And over time, and I mean years, we start to drop into states of stillness that expand, that don't have the narrating voice, where we can really be absorbed into it. The thing about the mantra is that a lot of people get really attached to the mantra, especially when somebody gives them a mantra. So when their guru gives them a mantra. And I would love to give those of you, quite a few of you have asked me to initiate you into personal mantra. Yeah, I've nailed this meditation. I'm doing such a good job. Yeah, don't worry, we've all done it. I would love to initiate those who are interested. We're going to try and work on a program around that. But, it is all just still a vehicle to get us somewhere else. And it reminds me, if any of you have ever grew up on any British comedies, because I did, my parents are British, and in the life of Brian. And Brian sort of becomes this messiah figure at one point, and he's trying to run away from the crowds who have decided he's the messiah. And he drops like a gourd and a shoe, and half of the group are like, it's the gourd, he's trying to tell us something about the gourd, and everyone's attached to this gourd. And somebody else is like, no, it's the shoe, we must follow the shoe. And this is the nature of the human mind. We want to attach to something. And even in this meditation practice, just watch when you get attached to mantra, when you get attached to these vehicles. The Life of Brian, it's such a good one. We all want to get attached to something, whether it's a teacher, whether it's, a particular practice, whether it's a mantra. And even in yoga, there is a sense that we need to learn how to let it all go, because the point isn't the mantra, no matter how beautiful it is. The point is to know how to let it go at the end of the practice. Okay, I've spoken for a while. So I will guide you into the mantra, but then I will give you a lot of space. Follow the gourd. You were into the gourd. You're a gourd follower. Sarah, I was into the shoe. So when you're ready, have a little stretch. Crack my back much. Move the head around. Get comfy in whatever it is you're wearing. Release any. If you have a bra on, get rid of it. We won't be doing any shaking. Settle into your position. We'll start with 3 deep breaths. In the nose. Out of the mouth. In the nose. Out of the mouth. One more. Let's take one round of Om. 90 people around the world. Bring the hands to prayer, rub the palms, press them, and rest them at the heart. Inhale to begin. And we move into a positive state of consciousness. We let go of all that is mundane, monotonous in the mind, all that is everyday, our habits, our ways of being. We let it go for this session. And we align our minds with all that is elevated, all that is divine, all that is sublime and eternal. And from this elevated state of consciousness, we consecrate. We take the palms to face up and silently offer up all of the karmic fruits, all that we might receive from doing this practice, good or bad. We offer it all up to a greater power, divine consciousness. And we wait for a response. You'll feel it from above. Bring the palms to touch. Rub them again quickly. Bring them over the eyes. And then wipe them across the face, the body. And rest the hands, perhaps in a mudra, maybe tip of the thumb and forefinger touching. We move into Guru Mantra meditation. You might like to repeat the mantra with me. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Now we make it a little quieter. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And quieter again. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Making it a whisper. Until that whisper becomes silent, an internal repetition of the mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. And allow yourself to witness the mind and its movements from narration and thought to witness to mantra and perhaps, hopefully, a moment here and there of deep stillness. For the final few moments of this meditation, really hone your consciousness onto the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. And then let it go for this final few breaths. Rest and explore this state of awareness, of emptiness, without narration or judgment. The infinite void that lies within you, from which all thought and creativity arises. Om Bhur Bhurvaswaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Let's bring the hands to touch and we'll seal with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bowing, drawing the thumbs to the third eye and acknowledging that vast stillness, the infinite capacity of the mind, the beauty of consciousness, that all of life, the entire universe, has brought us into this moment, the power of consciousness, to that beauty, mystery, that power that resides within us and all of humanity, to that we feel, we acknowledge in each other. We see it, we witness it, and we bow to that and say Namaste. Namaste to you all. So thank you all for joining in today's meditation. I'd be interested to know, for those who are new, how it felt having a lot of space, and also for those who have been practicing for a while. Was it nice to be able to just explore it a bit within yourself? Just let me know. You can send me a message. And I really hope I hope that you can use these mantras throughout your day, and I'm happy to hear that this is becoming a part of a ritual for you all, to join us, to come into community, to meditate together. You enjoyed having that space. Okay, great. And if you struggled with it, let me know. The narrator, the witness, and the mantra. Oh, great. Thanks, Jack, for joining. So nice to see you. And Kate, as always, and Bree. Great. Thanks, legend. Have a beautiful day, everybody. And if you have any specific questions, just let me know, and I can bring them into the teaching, the satsang at the start of the practice. It's my favorite thing to do, to just teach and talk about it, talk about my own experience, and hopefully that has some resonance with you all. So much color in the space. And I think that's the interesting thing, that when we start to explore what that void is, there are so many dimensions to that void space. you can go much deeper. And okay, that's great that you enjoyed the space and the meditation. And for some people, I talk to certain students, they've had that ability to realize that that spaciousness has actually just been a projection of really seeing something. Okay, great. Thanks, Jordan. And, one of my students who is a pretty incredibly connected meditator and very advanced student, was able to just really see that she was looking into that space behind the closed eyes in a way that it was a projection, and she was using even that dark space as an anchor. And she was able to then, from there, even like disattach, is that a word? She was even able to kind of let go of that dark space as a visual and drop into something else. And so what you'll find is the deeper you go into that void, that is within you, that is a reflection of the void of the universe, you'll find greater depths and understanding of that. It might start with colors and shapes and, write down the colors, because the colors from a tantric perspective have great meaning and kind of suggest that there is a specific tone or energy or aura around you. So know and feel into them, but even then from there you can start to let go of that. So deeper and deeper levels of consciousness arise. It's a profound experience, all of it. Incredible. The nature of the mind is so amazing. So thank you all for sitting with me now for nearly 40 minutes. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Sending you all lots of love, and I will see you all, I hope, again tomorrow.